Hello, I'm John. These are some resin kits, and you're watching Wargames, Models and Other Hobbies. Hello, welcome to the video. This is a show and tell. We're going to be having a look at some of the resin kits that I've got for the weapons from the Aliens movie. I'm going to jump straight in with this one. This is a VP70, which is the handgun used in the film. It's quite a rough cast, this one. You can see that there's quite a bad mould line and pore holes going around. There's a little bit of damage on the bottom that I need to repair. I picked this up a few years ago off eBay, and what I'm planning to do is tidy it all up, get it painted to be one in the first of a series of props that I've got for the Aliens movies. It's a nice little piece, just a single casting. There is, I know, a casting out there which has the top section separate, so you put it together. I'm not sure if this one was a casting from that already stuck together or a casting from another source, but that is a one-piece prop that hopefully in the next year or so I'll get round to actually finishing off. Now this is my biggest resin kit that I haven't put together yet. It is the flamethrower from Aliens. Again, this is quite a rough cast. I managed to pick it up quite a few years ago from eBay, quite cheap because it was in a rough state. But we'll take a look at the parts and then I'll talk through what I'm planning to do with it. So we have a simple diagram of how it all goes together. So let's get the parts out and have a look. So firstly here, there is the handle. We have the main body of the flamethrower. So that goes on, I think it's that way round that fits on. As you can see, it's quite a rough casting. I need to drill the holes to fit things in, but let's keep laying this out. This is probably the most damaged part of this casting. This is the cowling that goes around the front of the flamethrower. So let's put that just there. We then have the parts for the fuel canister. So we have the top section, which actually does screw in. So out of the rough cast, that thread works quite nicely. We then have a bit of PVC pipe, the end sections that go on like this. Let's turn this around so we can see the whole thing. So it goes on like that. I'll just pop that to one side at the top for now. We have the top section of the flamethrower. We have this rod that runs through the middle of here and goes into that point just there. A few other little bits. So we have here the back end that goes on the back end of the handle. We have the tip that goes into the front of the flamethrower. We have a little igniter that goes on the bottom just down there. And then we have the front of the flamethrower just here. So this piece fits inside that just in there. When I got this, there was also a little bonus in there. There was a casting of the helmet cam that the Colonial Marines have in Aliens. I actually have another casting of this, and I have some lenses that we used as well, the same make lenses that we used in the filming. I'll do a little video of that if people want to see these few props. There we have that little cam. So my plan with this kit, I want to try and tidy it up as much as possible. I'm tempted to replace sections like this cowl. If it doesn't kind of go back together that well, you can see it's quite warped, of actually making this out of metal. So cutting it up, getting the bits that I want to make out of metal, folding it and drilling it and putting it in place there. Other bits like the front nozzle, areas need to be cut out, tidied up. It is quite, if I hold up to the camera, a really foamy pour of resin on this one, which is why I got it for so cheap. I'm not really complaining about that. It's one of those things, it's been in a box for quite some time, and I really feel I need to just get round to putting it together. Most of the body isn't going to be that difficult to do. As you can see, the bits just will stick straight on, and then a little bit of filling and tidying up. What I most likely will do in certain places as well, where we've got the screw holes that are kind of blown out with bubbles of resin, likewise on the VP 70 we've got a screw hole down here. I'm tempted to drill these out and actually put screws into them just to add that little bit of kind of extra detail. Most of this kit is pretty sound. It just needs that good tidy up and things filling. So again, hopefully 2023, I'm going to get round to putting these together. Now, when I'm working on them, I'd really like to know if people want to see videos of me working on them, how I go about doing it and that kind of thing. I want to make more content for the channel, so the only way I can really find out what people want to see is ask you directly. So if you want to see me building this, fixing the parts that are broken and so on, please just let me know in the comments. So anyway, that's it for this quick show and tell video. I will be doing more videos in the future about all of the different kind of hobbies and things that I do, not just Warhammer. I've got a whole scope of different things that I enjoy doing related to different areas of model making. But for now, I'm John, and you've been watching War Games, Models and Other Hobbies.